Good morning. I am back in the kitchen again. Welcome back to our farm channel along the Red River. It has been so hot. I have not felt like cooking. So today I'm going to kind of regroup and cook a few things or make a few things. This is going to be a raw carrot salad. And I wanted to mention I am listening to The Beat of Brass, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. So I inherited a lot of vinyl, and of course I don't own the rights or anything to this. So I'm just going to listen to it while we are making this dish. I have really quirky musical taste. So, raw carrot salad. I have two recipes. One calls for 4 carrots, one calls for 2. But I'm going to modify it to fit our needs and our tastes. So I'm going to start out. Try not to say "so" that much. We kind of laugh about making these videos, and it's like sometimes you'll just say these words like so. All right. Well, I got this new contraption. I am so excited. It is a cheese veggie grater. So I'd had this thing for a blue million years. It's great, however it's time to upgrade, and I'm very good about getting my fingers caught in that, so I was like, no more. So I have this cool thing. I got it. It's neat for me. I was just like, yay, we're gonna make raw carrot salad. And it's also a cheese grater. All right, here we go. To turn it around because I'm right-handed. The dish I initially saw called for ribbons, where you would just use the peeler and make ribbons, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this. We're going to try just a little experiment here. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. No, we're not cooking. So with the raw carrot salad, of course you've got all the nutrients of the carrots. They're a great veggie. And while I'm on warfarin, I can have carrots. Yay! So with this one, and with both of them, they both call for apple cider vinegar, which I have purchased the Bragg's before, which is great. But I also found this at Costco. There were 3 of them. And what I'm looking for is the apple cider vinegar with the mother. And I like that it's organic and non-GMO and all that good stuff. So I got these at Costco. There was a pack of 3. I can't remember the price because I've had this one for a while. I think they were $9. I don't know. But that's a really good price. I do like Bragg's products, but I couldn't pass that up. I mean, that's a great price. All right. So I guess I can say I do like the grater. I need to have it on probably a more stable surface, but you know, I like to do things the hard way. That's a joke. Alright, we're about done. I guess I could have probably prepped this before, and it would be less boring to watch. So with both of these recipes, they also just call for carrots. However, I'm like, what else can I add to this raw carrot salad? What else? You got to be able to put some extra veggies in there. You've got to do that. So I said so again. I went ahead and decided to add some cucumbers. Let's see. It's about 3 cups of shredded carrots. Now I'm going to add, look at these cucumbers. Oh my goodness, I love that. All right, so we're going to add some cucumbers in there. And then our celery. I always like to add celery. So something funny is when I was a kid, I absolutely hated celery. I don't know why. I didn't like celery. Of course, the older you get, hopefully you have a little more sense about you and you realize, oh, there's some actual benefits to the celery. So now, I just said so again, I like celery. Last night I had to take my warfarin medicine before I go to bed. Well, that's kind of when I've got it scheduled. And I had a piece of celery and some natural peanut butter. So there you go. All right, we're going to chop these up. And I like to add color to anything I'm eating, and I know maybe you've heard this before too. The color, the benefits of colors, of all the different goodness that brings. So also I sauteed the sweet onion. See what I'm doing here. Our neighbor stopped by the other day and their youngest had pulled up one of the onions. He says, "Do you want an onion?" I was like, "Sure." So I sauteed that out in my little, this is a cast iron wok. So excited to have this. I purchased it last year when we went to it on a trip to Boone, North Carolina. Actually, a few months before all of the disaster hit that area. We went to a place called the Mast, M-A-S-T General Store. And I got that. That was like my souvenir for visiting. Not that I needed a souvenir, but you know, I love cast iron skillets. That's pretty much all that we have. That's all we cook with. This is something that, you know, trying to eat cleaner and healthier is something that my husband and I started a long time ago. We've always tried to eat healthy, and the older I get, the more I am really adamant about what I eat, knowing where it comes from, all that stuff. Not because I want to live forever, I just want to have a good quality life. These are little sweet peppers. Again, you've got a little bit of taste in there, a little extra crunch to it. And I'm just going to roughly chop those. Now again, with this raw carrot salad, you can add whatever veggies you want. You could also add peas. You could add broccoli. You can make it spicy. I just cannot eat spicy foods. Unfortunately, I used to. I used to love spicy foods. You could, take many different directions with the seasoning. Alright, I got that. This is a chef's knife I have had forever, and it's my favorite knife to use. I have another one too, and I can't find it. It's probably in the pile of dishes that I need to do. Alright, we're about done with that. This is a really simple dish. You could take this to a cookout, to a barbecue, to anything that you're going to. All right, now I've got some tomatoes. I'm gonna find a knife. I need something with a serrated edge. Okay. Again, rough cut these tomatoes. The little ends of them are gonna go to the chickens. So not only is it a healthy salad, it's very, I think, appealing to the eye. It's very pretty. You can add fresh seasonings like cilantro. I can't even speak. Ooh, that would be really good. And of course, with the warfarin, I have to watch the cilantro that I eat. So I would add that on when I was going to eat it. And my husband, of course, he does not have to watch his K foods or anything like that. His family has issues with high blood pressure. So that's another reason that we really watch our food intake, what we eat, all that good stuff. So I did not measure this, and oh look, I did the wrong end. I did not measure how many tomatoes I put in here, and I don't even know. So I apologize for that if you're someone who likes to measure stuff. I would say put in there what you like. I'm going to do 2 more. Alright, I think that's going to be it. So I'm just going to kind of stir it around. I'm going to add 1/4 cup, actually measured, 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds. These are raw and unsalted. You could add almonds. You could add chopped almonds, walnuts, pecans, anything like that. You could even add pumpkin seeds. Now, guess what? With the warfarin, I cannot eat pumpkin seeds. So, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, I promise. Just telling you options of what you can do. I think I'm going to cut some of these cucumbers, make it a little more easy to eat. This is just going to be for my husband and myself. Our son's coming home this weekend. I don't know if he would eat this or not. He probably would. He's also really good about watching what he eats. So here we go. We are going to mix up the dressing for this, and I'm going to measure I promise. Let's see. I'm going to do. It says 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to do that. And this one's got tahini in it. This one's also got honey. It's got cumin, cucumbers, cilantro. Oh, that's an interesting. We'll try to post. I took a picture of both of these, and we'll try to post them. So we're going to do the olive oil. I'm going to use up what I have in this one. It says 1 tablespoon. I think I want to do a little bit more. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. All right, so this record that we're listening to is cracking me up. I think this is my grandparents' album from the 60s or 70s. I don't know. That's awesome. All right, so we've got the olive oil and we've got the apple cider vinegar. I'm going to do a half of a teaspoon of Celtic salt, which I love this stuff. I'm going to do 1/3 of some tarragon. And I purchased this at a health food store that's not too far from me. It's called Full Circle Market in Winchester. Actually, I think that's good there. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of smoked paprika. Yummy. Do 1/3 and that, and then this is just no salt seasoning. I'm gonna do a half. Right. Then, does not call for this, however, I like a little mayonnaise. So I have been purchasing this mayonnaise from Chosen Foods for quite some time. And I like mayonnaise, but I don't like what you buy commercially or some of the big names. I don't like what they're made out of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it. Let's do, no, why don't I do 1/4 of a cup? Duh. There we go. That should be about 1/4 of a cup. All right, let's whisk that up and then we'll transfer it. Again, if you don't like mayonnaise, you don't have to use it. You can spice it any way you want to. You could even put some salsa in it. Think about that. Now, if I get in here and I think, you know what, I need a little more dressing on it, I can always, add a little more olive oil to it. Just get all that mixed up. I do that. Of course, the olive oil has got some great nutritional benefits to it. Ooh, that looks good. All right, so I'm gonna taste it. And let's see. Yeah. Yay! I really like, really like the crunch. I like the sunflower seeds in there. All right, so that's good. That will be something extra for dinner tonight, which I really don't. We both don't eat a lot in the evening. Our biggest meal, I think, is lunch. This would be even a good afternoon, evening. If you're hungry and you need a snack, there you go. You could add a piece of grilled chicken to that and you've got lunch. So, hope you enjoy, and we'll have this out. And I think Noel said he could put the recipe on there, or what I went on. All right, thank you, and as always, we appreciate you watching. It's a lot of fun to do this. It's a lot of fun to share different things about our life. And if you would like and subscribe, that would be so wonderful. Thank you again for watching Along the Red River.